I'm Ozzy. I lost 100 pounds twice. The second time, I was able to get leaner and have visible abs. I've been able to keep it off for, yeah, the last 2 years now. So today, I wanted to talk about how basically getting in shape and unlocking aesthetics changed my life and how it would change yours too. Tolerance for BS. And I just mean in general, right? Like, like my natural personality, I'm already somebody that I get annoyed quickly at things or people that I feel like are just not genuine. Like I just that something about that just bothers my soul, and I tend to want to distance myself once I sense that, right? But like when I say a very low I'm someone that already has a low tolerance for BS, but is a guy dramatically lower. That's something else I noticed. And here's what I think it is. I think it's to get yourself in shape to and really for a lot of endeavors that require delaying gratification, you have to tolerate less BS from yourself. But then as a result of me tolerating less BS from myself, right, like I have just an even lower tolerance for it from other people. So like whether it's standing up for yourself in certain situations, whether it's you just somebody says something, you just like, yeah, okay. It's just that your tolerance for certain BS, it just goes out of the window. People being fake, people saying stuff that you hear them say. See how they say you're like you yourself saying it does not even believe what's leaving your mouth right now, right? Or people trying to disrespect you, right? Like you had a low tolerance for it before, but now it's like I don't even think a lot of the time when it comes to it, like someone tries to, I just immediately react. I'm like, no, I'm not having that. Like, what are you on? And that's not being unnecessarily confrontational, but it's like it's almost like my BS meter is much more attuned, and it's kind of like the distance mentally between I notice it and I act to defend myself from it. That gap is just much smaller, and I think it ties to that like self respect and that confidence that comes from it. But I think it just also ties to, man, yeah, you be like, you know what? It's like I'm not even taking the BS for myself, and this is even like a conscious thought that is just like almost like, why the hell would I tolerate it from anybody else? So the next one I want to talk about is insecurities, right? And what I mean is like you getting in shape. This is even just them seeing you like in shape alone. Talk less of if you're somebody like people that knew me when I was fat Ozy versus aesthetic Ozy, quote unquote, right? But like it kind of like it accidentally brings out insecurities. Like how many times I've ended up in comparisons that I just did not ask for. Like, like I didn't insult the person. I did not say a word to them about their fitness or whatever, right? Like some of the sides I see to this, like, oh, must be nice having good genetics or whatever. And I'm not saying when somebody mentions context, I believe context matters a lot in life, you know. But I feel like most people can tell there was a tone, the context they chose to bring it up, and how they chose to say it is like, oh yeah, yeah, genetics is the only reason I was able to make this happen, even though while you were eating crumble cookie, and while you were out doing whatever, I was grinding towards this, right? Like you can't be mad. My thing is, you cannot be mad about not having results that you did not sacrifice or grind for. That's my thing. And it's a mix of that, or also like yeah, if you just bring up comparisons, it's just like okay, that's really that they just don't want to self-reflect. Or here's another one I've heard. Oh, it's easier to lose the fat since you're a guy. I'm just like, okay. Or just little like slick stuff like that is like really. And I feel like a lot of it is just it makes them reflect on their habits And it's easier to sit here and attribute it to something else, or to attribute it to just, oh, me being lucky, quote unquote, than it is to go, I could have been doing more. I could have been engaging in this habit. I could have actually taken action towards this goal I said I've had for so long, but you know, didn't really actually move towards it or make the sacrifices necessary for the goal I said I wanted. So yeah, it's just one of those things I've experienced, Like, and you'd be surprised how common it happens. And this is not like on some self glazing whatever. No, like this is my genuine experience. Like, and it's not even something I take personal, but it's just something I can't help but notice. I was like, okay. It's like, okay. Like, oh, here's another one. Oh, if I had all the extra time that you did, I would have been also in shape. It's not a big deal. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, I was doing this. I've done this through being a broke college student, taking 6 classes and working a job. I've done this through having a 9 to 5 and even an intensive one. I've done this through, like, it's almost like they're trying to justify their excuses through me. It's almost like my presence is somebody that, well, actually achieved the goal, or that made the sacrifices, put in the grind towards it. It's almost like it offends them. That's something I've seen, right? Like let's be honest, right? I feel like everybody, especially for guys, but really just everyone in general, like if there was a button that you could push and it would be like, okay, allow you to be in your best shape or close enough to it, be healthy, you know, look your best in terms of your conditioning, everyone would push it. On some level, everyone wants to be in shape, everyone wants to be that version of themselves. But not everyone's willing to do the work, the sacrifices, challenge themselves, you know, go through the mental battles. Not everyone's willing to do that, right? But it's almost like when they see you as a representation of someone that does, it just bothers them. And instead of dealing with the real issue, it's much easier to just blame you and protect their ego, right? To blame you or to discredit it. And this is even just with getting in shape. This is with pretty much anything that takes delaying gratification. So that's just something I've experienced when it comes to this. It's almost like your presence kind of offends them, or like reminds them of the work they're not doing, the accountability they're not taking, or the self-reflection that they refuse to do. But hey, you only got one life. You gotta make the most of it, is how I see it. So yeah, that's just part of the experience. Next one I want to talk about is dating. And I know some of y'all were waiting for this, especially the guys. Yeah, I'm looking at you. But in all seriousness, dating, did it change? Yeah, yeah, quite a bit. Quite a bit. Where do I even start? So I would say for the most part, definitely positive changes. Like I do and I don't like talking about this part, right? Because if I were to tell y'all some of the stories I have from the last 2 years, you would think I'm some BS kind of person on the internet, basically. Like, here's what I've had experiences that I just never imagined would happen to me. Let me put it that way. I've had I've had girls pull up on me first. I've had girls I consider tend to do that. I've had just I would say yeah, I've definitely had a better time dating. Definitely more fun. I would say girls I've dealt with definitely treat me with a lot more respect. It's not like I didn't get respect before, but yeah, it's in an entirely different level, right? Like certain things I would ask for or complain about or you know desire before, and I'm talking about just in terms of how I'm treated, how I'm talked to, like that kind of thing is almost like comes more automatic or with much less headache now than it did when I was like fat, right? And it's like I think part of it is they could kind of sense that change in self-respect, and because they get sense that they kind of know just not to even try you with certain stuff. And also, I kind of notice, well, an increase in my willingness to walk away. And it's not like I didn't have that before, but it's kind of like, like I feel like some of that comes from knowing myself more, but also just like previous experience. It's certain shit that just I would not tolerate that now. That I'm like, and that's I could think of girls extremely attractive that I would rather be by myself than tolerate. So there's that. But yeah, it definitely changed the dating game like a lot. Uh, definitely just like much more cooperation. That's not to. This is not to say I haven't had some bad experiences during this time as well, but they're further and fewer between. And yeah, like getting cooperation out of the girls I'm dealing with is just a much more is a much less daunting thing. And like I said, a lot of that respect just comes automatic. So it's really something interesting to see. And I've definitely experienced things I just thought was just not in the cards for a guy like me, is how I saw it before. Yeah, that I've definitely experienced a lot of things like that. Like my close friends have seen a lot of the stuff I'm mentioning happen like in real time. Not gonna name names, but like I said, that kind of ties to the reason I don't like talking about it, because it's like if I say too much, they're gonna think, oh, I'm just self glazing, or oh, I'm just, you know. But the bottom line of it is, does it make a difference in dating? It 1,000% does. I would even go as far as to say most guys that think they're ugly, I would say get in shape first. I would say most of you have never even seen what you actually look like, right? Like you've never seen your cheekbones, your jawline, your that version of yourself. Most guys that think they're cooked genuinely just need to get in shape. Like that's that's my honest opinion. And it's not even just like the physical aspect. And again, I'm not gonna BS you. The physical aspect, 1,000% fun. It's kind of like a nice reminder of I did that. I pulled that off. Like I won that struggle. But then it's the mental changes. And I believe humans are definitely very sensitive to that. Like that change in your psyche, your mental profile, your your level of self-respect, and like a lower tolerance for certain things, and the level of doubt you have in yourself or that you don't have in yourself, and how willing you are to walk away. So yeah, it 1,000% improves your dating life. You definitely experience a dramatic increase in girls' attraction to you. Basically, that part is very true. And I say there's levels to it, right? Like a lot of dudes, like I've heard others in a similar position talk about it, but and this isn't to self blaze, but like to give you an idea of how rare it is for someone to even be able to relate or understand where I'm coming from truly on this. Like in the really on the planet, but especially in the US, dude, there's multiple times more millionaires than dudes in shape and dudes with like even visible abs. What was it? Like you don't believe me? Literally go Google it or ask ChatGPT. And really, I would say getting in shape is one of the highest return on investment things, in my opinion, that you can do in this life. Like it just improves. I believe it improves pretty much every aspect of life, either in terms of both you having that end result, opens doors that wouldn't have opened as easily before, but then also what you learn from it and the version of yourself you become mentally. You just you become one tough person to deal with in life. And not in a bad way, but in the sense of you accept less BS from yourself. It's harder to make you quit. Like things that just apply to pretty much every area of life. So with me mentioning that, I believe this is truly one of the highest return on investment activities you can do for yourself, just as a human being. You want my help getting the best shape of your life without without eating bland food or living in the gym. Got something for you in the description and also in my channel bio. But other than that, have a blessed day.